Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Achieving Alpha and welcome back to another episode of Smart Money Analysis for today, that is 16th of June 2021. And Nifty finally lost its winning streak after 4 days of consecutive gains. We saw some profit booking today. So let's have a look at the charts and data and try to understand what could be the possibilities ahead. So this is the chart on a daily time frame, and this was the important trend line about which I was talking about for the last few days. And today, interestingly, the closing has happened below this particular trend line. So you will see that the last day we formed kind of a doji candle, and then here you will see that today we have shown some really good weakness. So could this be a sign of a reversal? Well, we'll have to confirm, and we'll get to know that in a 1 or 2 days. So that's the first thing. Talking about the intraday movement, you will see weakness right from the start. So you will see that initial minutes we fell, then Nifty consolidated for a while, then it saw some pullback and then it again fell. And this last minute's fall is a heavy one, because if I show you the volumes on the futures chart, so you will see some heavy selling in the last minutes, and these volumes clearly denote the kind of selling which we saw in the last minutes. And Bank Nifty, as usual, was the weak contender even today. So Bank Nifty, again you will see that a lot of try for a breakout, but it really could not give a breakout. So you will see that these initial minutes it really tried its best to give a breakout, but it really could not, and it failed miserably. And then you can see the fall from the top. It's almost a 300 or a 400 500 point fall from the top, so that is not very good. And again, Bank Nifty also witnessed a good selling pressure towards the end. So again, if I show you the volumes on the Bank Nifty chart, so again here you will see that these are heavy volumes. So this is something which you should note. Let's quickly discuss the option chain as well. And before discussing the option chain, one of the important event is lined up for today in US. So you should be aware about that. The Fed meeting outcome is due and it will be released by tonight. And that's one of the probable reasons that the US markets are looking a little nervous, and the effect of that is looking out to be propagated to the Indian markets as well. And that could be the reason for the last minute selling. So let's try to analyze the option chain. Very first observation, some heavy writing on 15800, 15900 and 16000, and that's not a very healthy sign for bulls. And you will see not a lot of confidence amongst the call writers. So you will see unwinding on 15800, which by the way net was writing towards the day, but towards the end of the day when the last minute fall came, so we saw some unwinding from this level. 15700 still has a healthy addition of puts, or basically the highest one is at 15700, but the thing is that not a lot of addition has been done on 15700. So that is one of the things. And the highest one is at 15700 as mentioned. The highest one on the call side happens to be now at 15800, and 15800 happens to be a very strong resistance. Now see, one of the things which could happen is that if at all a lot of these calls are written by the retailers, so the market could be given an upside push just so that the retailers exit. And if at all a lot of this is done by pros and FIIs, so the bearish momentum can likely continue. So this is one thing. And yes, so there is a lot of calls here, a lot of less puts. So let's have a look at the PCR to get an understanding of what is the scene. And yes, you can clearly see that the PCR is less than 1, which is 0.82. So this is looking weak, and the max pain is at 15800 for this particular expiry. So let's go and have a look at the option chain for Bank Nifty. Again, Bank Nifty, you will see that we saw some weakness, really good weakness. So 35,000 is the strike price where the game is being done, one day with the put writers and one day with the call writers. So again, but you have saw addition on both sides. So you will see 5.6 lakh contracts addition on the 35,000 put side and about 12.1 lakh on the call side. So again, here the call side is looking much heavier than the put side. You will see the writing on the call side and you compare it with that on the put side. So clearly the confidence of put writers has been shattering in Bank Nifty, and it's pretty obvious because every bounce is being sold off and Bank Nifty is too much weak compared to Nifty. So that's something which you should note. Although the highest OI is still at 35,000, so that's about 18.2 lakh contracts, but you will see that the highest OI here on also on the call side is at 35,000. So 35,000 another make or break level. But if you ask my honest opinion, I would say that 34,400 or 35,600, these are the make or break levels, because Bank Nifty has been hovering between these levels for quite some time now, and I think that a breakout will soon happen. So today the Fed meeting outcome is scheduled and tomorrow is the weekly expiry, so be very cautious. you can expect volatility and movement on both sides. So be very much cautious about the same. So this is the option chain for Bank Nifty. Let's quickly go and have a look at the global cues. So global cues, you will see weakness since morning. So kind of flat to weak signals. So Dow, you will see that it has been very much flat, and it has been facing resistance at 34,200 and taking support at 34,100. So the outcome of Fed meeting will probably be the trigger for Dow to either go upside or downside. The inflation is skyrocketingly high, and it's at record high in the US. So it would be interesting to observe what the Fed does, and based on that, the markets will take a decisive turn in either direction. And it won't be that easy for Fed to just come openly and say that we are increasing the interest rates, because that will create a lot of panic in the markets. So as of now, it's not looking very good. The good part is that VIX is down, but again, you haven't seen a very big fall. These are kind of flat and waiting for the trigger. Talking about Europe, so you will see that DAX has been looking weak. FTSE and CAC are also looking weak here, and that's not a very healthy sign. Asian markets again flat to weak signs here in almost all the indices. And talking about the dollar index, so dollar index is kind of trading flat. The concern is again the same. Brent oil, it is about to touch 75, which is disastrous for an economy like India, who imports so much of Brent crude. But again, it's not really depending, because a lot of the liquidity is what is pushing up the market. That's what I have been telling you daily. But sooner or later, the market has to catch up with the fundamentals, and it can ignore inflation maybe for some time, but not for too long. So be very cautious. Talking about the US 10-year bond yield, so this is slightly down ahead of the Fed meeting, and crypto is again, observing a lot of nervousness and weakness because of the Fed meeting. So I do think, looking at the markets, that people are expecting to have some modifications in the interest rates. But again, let's see how do things turn up, because the inflation is really a concern for US, and the Fed needs to do something about the same. So that's one thing. Let's quickly go and have a look at the cash and the derivatives data to try and understand what was the activity there. This is the data for the cash market, heavily bearish. Both the FIIs and the DIIs have sold heavily today. So a net selling of more than 1600 crores. And then who has bought it? It's obvious that it is being consumed by the retail and the HNIs. So this is heavily negative, and after a long time you will see that both the parties have sold today. So this is not good, and this is negative. Let's have a look at the derivatives data and so let us see what have we got in the data here. So the first observation is that the net long in index futures from FII has reduced by almost 1.93%, where you will see some long unwinding plus some fresh short buildup. So again, this is negative from FII in index futures. Talking about the stock futures, so today we saw some selling. So there is basically a reduction of 0.18% in the stock futures. You will see some long addition plus some short addition, but the short addition seems to be a lot more compared to the long addition, and this seems to be a little concerning. Now you might ask why. Because futures have a monthly expiry, and since the monthly expiry is coming near and FIIs are doing a profit booking in the futures, that's not a very healthy sign, because you will see that for the last 3 days, yesterday was kind of flattish, but the day before that they reduced by 8%, which I have been telling you for quite some time that above 80 is a caution, although above 70 is also a caution, because as per my observation, they try to be close to 60% net long in the index futures. That's the normal for them, but still this is kind of heavy, and this profit booking should make you cautious. So this is for the index futures and the stock futures. Talking about the activity in options, so options, you will see that the call longs have increased by 11.7%. The put longs have also increased by kind of similar number, although in absolute quantity, the quantity of put long happens to be more. But this is more or less neutral from an option buying perspective. Talking about option writing, so this is where you will see the difference, that the call shots in the index have increased by roughly about 23.82%, and that's not very good. And talking about the put shots, so the put shots have increased by roughly about 6.22%. So you will clearly see that a lot of that call writing, what we saw on the option chain, is by the FIIs. So FIIs definitely have a healthy participation. So today, all the three segments, be it index futures, stock futures, and the option activity, all look negative from the FII, and the cash market also, they have done some significant selling. So all of that makes FII negative, and this is what we can infer from that. Let's quickly have a look at the proprietary desks and the retail. So Pro, first of all, index futures, they have reduced, oh no, they have increased their position by 10%, which is a little bit of a surprise because they have done some short covering, plus they have added new index futures long. So Pro seem to be a little positive today, not a little, they seem to be quite positive because there is a 10% increase in their position. Talking about stock futures, so stock futures also, they are positive, an uptick by 0.38%, and you saw unwinding in both long as well as some short covering. So this is what you can see. Overall, this looks positive in both index futures, and stock futures look neutral to mild positive. Let's talk about the option activity. So options activity, you will see that the call longs by Pro have increased by 14.6%, and the put longs have increased by 5%. So again, you will see that the calls are more than the puts. So you can say that today's activity from Pro looks out to be bullish. Talking about option writing, so again, this is where you will see the difference. A lot of put unwinding has been done, and a lot of call writing has been done. So this is heavily bearish, like a difference of more than 40% here, and this is just a mere difference of a 9%. So overall, the options activity from Pro looks bearish, and the index futures I mentioned is looking nicely bullish, and the stock futures is neutral to mild bullish. Let's talk about retail. So first of all, retail has also reduced their net long in index futures by 1.4%. So you will see long unwinding plus short covering as well. But overall, this looks negative. So retail looks bearish on index futures. Talking about stock futures, so again, this is some buying from retail. So you will see both a long unwinding as well as a short covering. But the short covering seems to be a lot more than the long unwinding. Therefore, you will see a percentage increase here. So that's what you can see here. And so the retail is bullish on stock futures. In fact, they are heavily bullish, and this is totally opposite to the FII because this is 83% bullish on the stock futures. Let's see the options activity. So the call longs have increased by roughly about 30%. So this is where you will see the change comes that retail has carried a lot of calls, and this is not very good. And in fact, the put longs have decreased. So retail looks bullish from the options buying data. Talking about option writing, so 19% the call shots have been increased, and the put shots are kind of more or less the same as it was yesterday. So it looks like the retail is bullish here because you will see a difference of about 19% here and roughly about 19% here too. But retail has added many calls today. So retail looks bullish based on the options data, looks bullish on the stock futures, and looks mildly bearish on the index futures. So this is our analysis for the today. And one of the things which I have mentioned before and I will still mention is that tomorrow is the weekly expiry as well as the decision from Fed is due to come out today. But looking on the FII's activity, I suspect that there could be some sort of a bad news from Fed today because FIIs have made bearish positions in all segment, be it options, be it index futures, be it stock futures, or be it cash market. So this is not really good. And even DII have made negative positions or they have basically booked their profit in cash market. So maybe they are aware. We cannot really say. But you must also consider another opportunity because or another possibility I should say, because if at all Fed keeps the interest rates to be as it is, there could be some immense short covering which we can see in US, and that can of course propagate to our markets as well. So be very cautious. Although FIIs are looking bearish, but again you need to be very much cautious because the intraday traps will keep coming from these. Because again, I have mentioned this multiple times, if at all the whole retail becomes bearish, then the market will never fall. So this is our analysis for today. I hope you enjoyed this particular analysis and liked this particular video. If you did, please consider pressing the like button. And if you are new here and coming here for the first time, subscribe to this channel for more such content. Thank you so much for sticking around till the end. Have a good day. Take care and bye bye.